Okay, good evening, everybody. Today, in this pleasant talk on research, I'd like to warmly welcome all the speakers, audience, and members of ABP. ABP is a non political organization that has been working for Bengal in various ways for the last 3 years. This organization is specially guiding the young students to higher education to implement the thinking of Dr. Asif Akram. ABP Research Guide Unit has been established in October 2021. Through this, ABP help the students of Bengal to get research work and PhD in India and abroad. ABP has been helping students to compete in various state and central government examinations. ABP has started the much needed spoken English course that is crucial for placement in corporates and MNCs here and abroad. Our dream is to make this Sonar Bangla progressive irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. Everyone can participate in this progressive thinking and get benefited. ABP is working on the essential issues such as sustenance, blood, health, various social services, women empowerment, and education. It arranges medical camps for health checkups and treatment. This organization provides financial help and arranges blood in times of emergency. Beside all this, ABP arranged a writing competition for essays and stories, and it also published few magazines. It provides books to school and college students. There is a book bank of ABP in the East Medinapur of West Bengal. This organization has distributed blankets to the poor and needy this winter. Today's keynote speakers are respected Nasim Ahamed Mondal, S.K. Ramiz Iqbal, and Sahil Parvez. On behalf of ABP, I cordially welcome them. They will be talking about PhD and postdoctoral start opportunities in Spain, Poland, and Switzerland. We hope today's talking will show a new guiding path to the audience. All are welcome to this special program. Now, I would like to request the distinguished scholar Dilruba Khatun to begin the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janatun Firdos, for this beautiful introduction. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Association of Bengali Professionals, also known as ABP, I cordially welcome each one of you to our webinar today. Today we have gathered here to discuss about Poland, Spain, and Switzerland. No, we are not going to talk about the Swiss mountains or Swiss chocolate, neither about Polish castle, nor about the vibrant fiestas of Spain. But today we will discuss how these beautiful countries can be excellent choices to pursue your academic career. To know more about this topic, we have the privilege of having three expert speakers with us. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Nasim Ahamed Mondal, a doctoral fellow at the University of Warsaw in Poland, Sahil Parvez, a doctoral researcher at the University of Salamanca in Spain, and Dr. Sheikh Ramiz Iqbal, a collaborator scientific at EPFL Lausanne, Switzerland. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. We cordially welcome each one of you to our program today. Our honorable speakers will discuss about doctoral and postdoctoral opportunities in Poland, Spain, and Switzerland, and will share their valuable insights and experiences to inspire your academic ambition in these countries. But before introducing our esteemed speakers, a quick note for the audience. Please listen carefully. This webinar is divided into two sessions, the lecture session and the Q&A session. In the lecture session, our three speakers will deliver their talks respectively. During the speaker's lecture, please do not interrupt our speakers. Keep your microphone and camera turned off. The next session will be question answer session. For the Q&A session, please write your questions in the chat box. They will be addressed one by one. If you have further queries, then click the raise hand button and you will be allowed to interact directly with our speakers. The medium of our contact will be a mixture of English and Bengali. Okay, now I would like to introduce our first speaker of this lecture session, Nasim Ahamed Mondal. Nasim Ahmed Mondal is currently a doctoral student of the University of Warsaw, Poland. He has completed his MPhil as well as MA in Population Studies from International Institute for Population Sciences, Mumbai. His knowledge and skills are grounded by demography, sociology, geography, political science, and working experience both in research and administration. His passion for learning and his hard work helped him participate in numbers of international and national conferences and workshops and published many scholarly articles. Through handling various projects, he has developed proficiency in both qualitative and quantitative data management and academic writing. Uh, Now I would like to request Nasim Muhammad Mondal to kindly begin with his talk.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dilruba, for such excellent introduction. So now let me share my PPT. Can you see my PPT?
Yes,
Yes.
it is visible now.
Okay, thank you so much. So first, let me tell you one thing, that in any democracy, right to vote gives you a duty to be an informed citizen. But when you are in the academia, you basically have two duties. First, you have to be an informed citizen, and the second one is you have to help in the process of making other people informed. And today, what I think is that Association of Bengali Professionals as an organization is exactly fulfilling both the points. And for this, I would really like to congratulate to the organizing committee for doing this excellent job. So now let me jump on the topic that I'm supposed to discuss right here today. So as you see, my topic of my presentation is PhD and postdoctoral opportunities in Poland. And my name is Nasim Ahmed Mondal. So if you want to know more about me and my research, you can scan this QR code. So structure for today's webinar is that basically I'll be answering some questions. And since time is limited, I'll try to be little fast. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me at the end of the presentation. So, okay. So let me start with the first question, that why pursuing an academic journey in Poland is a good choice. So the first point that I'd like to discuss about the good ranking university. So the question arises, does good ranking university matters? Yes, it matters. So according to 2018 Gazette notification released by Government of India, which says that if you do your PhD from a university outside the country which has less than 500 ranking, then you can come and you will be eligible for direct recruitment. So again, I'm repeating to make it bold. They use the word direct recruitment for becoming assistant professor in Indian universities or colleges. So you can understand that the ranking of the university really matter. So in Poland, basically, Poland has some good ranking universities. And second is some special departments and centers are quite good at research. Let's say from the science perspective, physics is the department which has around 70 rank in the world. Mathematics, which has around 80 rank in the world. And university also has around some excellent centers like Center of Migration Research, which is one of the leading migration research centers in Europe. Likewise, in the social science, we have psychology departments, sociology, and economics and finance department are also quite good at research. The third point is that Poland comes under Schengen area, and it also, come under European Union. So it simply means that if you are doing your PhD or PDF from Poland, it means you can simply roam other 26 countries under European Union. And keeping the current situation in mind, Poland is also a NATO member, so you don't need to be worried about your security. Okay, so I don't know, as Dilruba told that this I should speak mixture of both, but Amar, I don't know, sometimes I get stuck when I speak Bengali. I'm really sorry for that, but yeah. So, but I'll try to be, mix of both. Yeah. Okay, so আমার 2 number point হচ্ছে যে pre-application preparation. Okay, so regarding preparation phase, this is probably one of the most neglected part which people they do not talk about. But I'd say, since our target audience is basically from the lower middle class family, so even if you have all these 4 characteristics which is on the screen, probably you are the first generation scholar, I mean, a prospective scholar. You are a weak student, and probably you belong to a poor or lower middle class family, and probably you studied non-English medium from home up to 12th standard. So even if you have all these 4 characteristics, still I would say you should not be demotivated. I know many friends, even me, I scored only 25% marks on 10th standard in English. So you can understand, like, it is really, really possible. Okay, and so, but if you have all these 4 characteristics, as your background, definitely you need to pay the price before getting success. And you can pay, by achieving all those basic requirements. So the first one is that exam, English testing exam. So basically in Poland, it was not mandatory to have all these IELTS, TOEFL, or GRE, but recently I talked to professors, and they are saying that they're probably this year, not next year, they are going to impose that. And even if you see that there are some other universities in Poland, they may not ask you, as a mandatory thing, but I would highly recommend you to go for all this English testing exam. If you're a social science student, maybe IELTS can be a good option, science, GRE. Why I'm saying like this, because fundamentally it shows that you are committed students. And yeah, so that really matters in your selection. Second, CV. You should have a academic CV, and then research proposal. When you are applying for a university-based PhD, then you need to upload a research proposal during your application. আর যদি তুমি project based PhD তে apply করো, সেক্ষেত্রে probably তোমাকে research proposal দিতে হবে না. Yeah, and the third thing is writing sample. Writing sample এর অর্থ এভাবে বলা যেতে পারে যে কোনো পাবলিকেশন বা maybe master's thesis or MPhil thesis like that. আর এটা 2 ক্ষেত্রেই প্রযোজ্য, যদি তুমি ইউনিভার্সিটি বেসড অ্যাপ্লিকেশন করো অথবা প্রজেক্ট বেসড PhD অ্যাপ্লিকেশন করো। And the fourth is research activities. এটা basically additionally information provide করতে হয় যখন তুমি ইউনিভার্সিটি বেসড PhD তে অ্যাপ্লাই করবে। একটা IRK সিস্টেম আছে, ইটস জাস্ট ইউজুয়াল প্রসিডিউর, লাইক যখন তুমি ইন্ডিয়ান কোনো ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অ্যাপ্লাই করো অনলাইন, ইটস জাস্ট লাইক দ্য সেম, বাট এখানে আলাদা আলাদা সেকশন হয়। আর রিসার্চ অ্যাক্টিভিটিস একটা আলাদা সেকশন, যেটা 4 থেকে 5% কন্ট্রিবিউট করে তোমার সিলেকশনে। আর রিসার্চ অ্যাক্টিভিটিস বলতে ওয়ার্কশপ বা কনফারেন্স এগুলো বোঝায়। And then recommendation letter. If you are applying for project-based PhD, then you need to provide minimum 1, and what I found maximum 2. But if you are applying for a university-based PhD, then there is no need of recommendation letter mostly. 7th, exams. So if you are applying for science subjects like physics, chemistry, I mean science subjects, then definitely you need to go through a written exam. But in social science, till now there is no written exam. There will only be interviews. দুই ক্ষেত্রেই, সায়েন্সের ক্ষেত্রে, আর্টসের ক্ষেত্রেই। And then of course, last but not the least, application fee. যদি if you are applying for university based PhD, তখন তোমাকে 200 zloty, it means around 4000 টাকা মতো পে করতে হবে একটা সাবজেক্টের জন্য। একটার বেশি সাবজেক্টে অ্যাপ্লাই করা সম্ভব এখন পর্যন্ত। But you know, these are very changeable things. But more or less, if you have all these things in your hand, then definitely you will be not only able to apply to the universities located within the state of Poland, but also throughout the Europe. Okay. Now, let me talk about the application procedure. So, application procedure, আমি অলরেডি বলেছি এই ব্যাপারগুলো মোস্ট বেসিক রিকোয়ারমেন্টস, এগুলো যদি থাকে তোমার কাছে, সেক্ষেত্রে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন প্রসিডিউরটা অনেক সহজ হবে। আর ইয়া জাস্ট I mean, you don't need to do anything else if you have all these basic requirements. আর স্কলারশিপের সম্বন্ধে যদি বলি, বেসিক্যালি তিনটে সোর্স হতে পারে। নাম্বার ওয়ান, প্রজেক্ট বেসড ফেলোশিপ, দ্যাট ইজ মাই ফেভারিট। So project based fellowship is always higher than university based fellowship. And then yeah, so and in universities in Poland, they also provide fellowship from the university side on monthly basis. And third, if you do not get these two options, then definitely you can have fellowship from the government of India. So the information you can have from Ministry of External Affairs website. And 4 নম্বরে যেটা, it is especially postdoctoral ফেলোদের জন্য। সো যদি কারো অলরেডি পিএইচডি থাকে, সেক্ষেত্রে পোল্যান্ডে you don't need to be a Polish citizen. You can write a grant proposal for these grants. Say for example, Minitura. So Minitura, এটা তাদের জন্য যাদের কাছে পিএইচডি আছে আর কখনো ফান্ড পায়নি। দেন সোনাটিনা, এটা তাদের জন্য পিএইচডির মানে 3 বছর হয়েছে জাস্ট পিএইচডি করা। অ্যান্ড দেন সোনাটা, এটা তাদের জন্য যাদের পিএইচডি করা হয়েছে 2 থেকে 7 বছরের মতো। অ্যান্ড দেন সোনাটা বিজ, এটা তাদের জন্য যারা পিএইচডি করা হয়েছে 5 থেকে 12 বছরের মধ্যে, মানে 5 থেকে 12 বছর হয়েছে পিএইচডি করা। সো yeah, but point to be remembered that if you are getting any of this grant, then you need to come to Poland. It's compulsory. You cannot do your research by sitting in India. Okay. Number 5 is good choice of discipline. As I already told you, কি সায়েন্সে কিছু সাবজেক্ট যেগুলো র্যাঙ্ক অনেক ভালো পোল্যান্ডে, দেন আর্টসেও আমি বলেছি, সোশ্যাল সায়েন্সেও। সো বাট overall, if you are coming to the University of Warsaw, it's not a bad option, like whatever discipline you choose, because the overall rank of the university is around 250, which is not very bad. Okay, number 6, visa system. I think it's not something you should be super serious about, because যখন তুমি সিলেক্ট হবে ইউনিভার্সিটি বেসড পিএইচডি বা project based PhD, you will be getting all the required documents that you need to submit to the Consulate General, Polish Consulate General. So you don't need to worry about it. Accommodation system, one of the biggest advantages of coming to Poland is that মানে পলিশ ইউনিভার্সিটি গুলোতে হোস্টেল আছে, তো যেখানে খুবই কম খরচে থাকা সম্ভব, ইভেন পিএইচডি স্টুডেন্ট হিসাবে সিঙ্গেল রুম পাওয়া সম্ভব। Yeah, so that is the one biggest advantage, I'd say. Yeah. 8 number, language support system. So if you are coming to Poland, you don't need to learn Polish as mandatory thing, but yes, if you are wishing to learn maybe Spanish, French, whatever you want to learn, then university has very good support system, so you can go for that, including Arabic. 9, internship and career placement. So here, like I was searching the statistics on career placement, and I found that around 95% student who had completed their masters, they got placed within 6 months. So, an Indian perspective, I'd say that if you're coming to Poland for your, especially PhD or PDF, then you don't need to be worried about your placement. Yeah. Here I have some very basic questions that I'm quite sure that you are going to encounter once you start applying different universities, not only to Poland, but wherever you do. So the first question, what are the sources of information about opportunities? So সোর্সের মধ্যে যারা পিএইচডি জন্য অ্যাপ্লাই করবে তাদের জন্য www.findaphd.com হতে পারে ভালো একটা সোর্স। যারা পোস্টডকের জন্য করবে www.findaphd.com। আর 3 নাম্বারটা আমার যথেষ্ট ফেভারিট, এটা হচ্ছে যে ইউরোপিয়ান কমিশনের ওয়েবসাইট, যেখানে এই লিঙ্কে ক্লিক করলে তুমি একটা লিস্ট পাবে যেখানে ইয়ার ওয়াইজ যত ফান্ড দেওয়া হয়েছে প্রজেক্টকে, ওর একটা লিস্ট পাওয়া যাবে। অ্যান্ড দেন তুমি যদি 2024-এ অ্যাপ্লাই করতে চাও, 2023-এ যারা যারা ফান্ডিং পেয়েছে ওদের একটা লিস্ট পেয়ে যাবে, প্রজেক্টের নাম অ্যান্ড প্রিন্সিপাল ইনভেস্টিগেটরসদের নেম। ইমেল আইডিটা থাকে না, তো যখন তুমি ওই দুটো ইনফরমেশন পেয়ে যাবে, ইজিলি you can go directly to the respective universities website from where you may have their email ID. And যখন তুমি তাদের ইমেল পাবে, then তুমি ওনাদেরকে ডাইরেক্টলি ইমেল করতে পারো যে ওকে, you got this fund and I am also looking for my PhD or PDF. There is a collision kind of thing, so that may work. Fourth number, IUSSP website, it is only for social science student, especially sociology, যাদের ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড, ইকোনমিক্স, ফাইন্যান্স, পপুলেশন সায়েন্স, এই সাবজেক্টগুলোই বেশি কভার করা হয়ে থাকে। 5 নম্বর, ডিফারেন্ট ইনস্টিটিউশনস ওয়েবসাইট। কারোর ক্ষেত্রে নির্দিষ্ট ইনস্টিটিউশন থাকে যেখান থেকেই ওরা পিএইচডি করতে চায়, সেক্ষেত্রে they can visit the website of the respective universities once in a week or once in 2 weeks, something like that. Network-based PhD, I'm not much interested, to be honest. Yeah. Second, does it really matter who is writing a recommendation letter for you? To be honest, it really doesn't matter. But yes, you should be careful who is writing a recommendation letter for you. A person should give you a recommendation letter who has good perception about you, who will write good things about you. So you don't, তোমার এটা প্রয়োজন নেই যে মানে আমাকে রিকমেন্ডেশন কোনো ডাইরেক্টরের কাছ থেকে নিতে হবে। I personally do not think it is something important, but it is important যে যিনি রিকমেন্ডেশন লেটার লিখছেন তিনি তোমার জন্য ভালো কিছু লিখবে। হাউ টু অ্যাপ্রোচ দ্য ফার্স্ট টাইম, আমি এই প্রশ্নের উত্তরটা আমি লাস্টে একটা ইমেল, সাকসেসফুল ইমেল দেখাবো, যে ইমেলটা তুমি ফার্স্ট ইমেল ড্রাফট করতে পারো। 4 নম্বর প্রশ্ন, ইজ ইট ফাইন টু সেন্ড আ জেন্টাল রিমাইন্ডার ইফ ইউ ডু নট গেট অ্যান অ্যান্সার ফ্রম দ্য প্রফেসর? Yes, I mean, it's a good idea to send a gentle reminder, but the email should be super gentle. And then if yes, after how many days? Probably, it can be 15 to 20 days, you can consider. And the 5th question, is it a good idea to approach more than one professor in the same department at the same time? Definitely not. You should not do that. But yes, যদি ওই ডিপার্টমেন্ট তোমার অনেক বেশি পছন্দ হয়, সেক্ষেত্রে যদি 1 মাস 1.5 মাসের মধ্যে কোনো রেসপন্স না পাও, রিমাইন্ডার ইমেল দেওয়ার পরও, then definitely you can email to another professor at the same department. And the 6th, what matters the most in selection? To be honest, যদি তুমি ইউনিভার্সিটি বেসড অ্যাপ্লিকেশন করো, সেক্ষেত্রে প্রপোজাল একটা ব্যাপার যেটা অলমোস্ট 40% কন্ট্রিবিউট করবে তোমার সিলেকশনে, আর ইন্টারভিউ অনেকটা কন্ট্রিবিউট করবে। বাট if you are applying for a project-based PhD, then definitely interview will be the most critical part, and second would be যদি ওনারা কোনো অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দিয়ে থাকেন, আমার ক্ষেত্রে ওনারা দুটো অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দিয়েছিলেন। সো অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট থাকলে, অ্যাসাইনমেন্টে ভালো পারফর্ম না করলে ইন্টারভিউ পর্যন্ত ইন্টারভিউ হবে না প্রবাবলি, সামথিং লাইক দ্যাট। সো আমি এখানে ফার্স্ট ইমেলটা দেখাবো, এটা একটা সাকসেসফুল ইমেল, এটা আমি সবকিছুই চেঞ্জ করে দিয়েছি, বাট প্যাটার্নটা আমি ঠিকঠাক রেখেছি। সো সাবজেক্ট লাইন এভাবে হতে পারে যে প্রফেসর সাইমন, সাইমনটা হচ্ছে সারনেম, রিকোয়েস্ট ফর পিএইচডি সুপারভিশন, দেন তোমার যদি কোনো পাবলিকেশন থাকে 6টা 5টা 1টা, and then যদি কোনো এক্সপিরিয়েন্স থাকে 2 relevant years research experience, and then তুমি ইমেলের যেটা নেক্সট পার্ট মেইন বডি সেটা এইভাবে লেখা যেতে পারে, probably you should read it. Yeah. If I hope you are done, and then definitely in the same email এই পার্টটা অ্যাড করা যেতে পারে, তোমার সিভি মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট যেটা মাই ক্রেডেনশিয়ালস আর এভাবে অ্যাড করা যেতে পারে, and then নিচে যেটা লেখা আছে so this is how you can frame your first email, but this is very subjective to be honest. আমি যখন বানাই আমাকে অনেকে বলেছিল ইমেলটা অনেক বড়, আবার অনেকে বলেছিল ঠিক আছে, আবার অনেকে বলেছিল যে I mean it's very very subjective. তো আমি শুধু এটুকুই বলবো যে just search more and just accept the one you like. Okay, so here I'm done. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity, and I'm looking forward to number of questions from you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nasim Ahamed Mondal, for this wonderful presentation. Your question answer method of presentation was quite intriguing. But one thing I would like to request, if you could kindly open the hyperlinks to the website that you provided on the slide so that our audience can actually see how this website really works. Could you please do that?
You are talking about hyperlink?
Yes, two hyperlinks, I think.
Or Dilwa, we can do it during question answer session, okay? Because we have to finish the 3 talks, and okay, so we can do it at the end. Nasim, when the Q&A session starts, you can show them how the findaphd.com works, so that they can understand how to apply from those links.
Okay, but one thing I just want to make sure is that whatever I have shown on my PPT or slides, have you seen that?
Yeah, everything was visible. There is no problem.
Okay,
your presentation was excellent.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next speaker